Hello, everybody. Oh, sorry. Hello.
Here we go.
This is a blooper. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Alma Mora, and this is my brother, Eric Mora.
How's it going?
Yes, he is my brother, even though he's a redhead. So this is for the culture project, and we have some questions for you, Eric.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Question number 1. What consists or explain the Mexican culture? Like, what do you think about the Mexican culture?
I think the Mexican culture is pride. I think the Mexican culture is people just wanting to help each other. I think it's just people in general wanting to have a better life for their family, no matter what the cost. Even if those costs can be really dumb at times, but it's all for the better of their family, of course. But yeah, and I think the culture is beautiful.
Okay. And then, what if you can pick like one word to describe the Mexican culture? What would it be?
Perseverance.
Perseverance. Okay. And why would it be perseverance?
Um. Well, we're always strong at what we're prideful for. Um, we always strive to do better, even at our lowest points in our lives. Um, and what's it called? I really do believe that as a people, like no matter how many times we get knocked back, we always grow stronger in a way. I've seen sometimes it could be for the worst benefit, but long term, uh, it's usually good. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what food comes in mind when you hear Mexican food?
Carne asada burritos, carne asada tacos.
Isn't carne asada burritos Americanized?
Technically, yeah. So yeah, more towards the taco side then.
Okay.
Because yeah, the white people made the tortillas bigger. From what I recall, history wise, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what it was. But what's it called? Yeah, definitely the regular tacos. Mexican culture has done that for sure by themselves. Also, adobada tacos, super delicious, one of my favorites. What's it called? Tamales, also very delicious. Tostadas.
What's a
Sopes.
tamal for people that don't know what a tamal is?
Tamal, it's like, think of it as like some kind of like flour batter and like corn, kind of like mixed together, and like they the people that make it turn it into like a certain shape, like a rectangular shape, and then they usually stuff whatever they want, like meat or cheese, corn. I think one of my favorites is the red salsa with the beef in general, and then my second favorite would be like. Actually, I recently found this out, but like people use like Philadelphia cheese in them. It's super delicious. So yeah, I love those tamales so much.
So you're gonna make some for the class?
If I knew how to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did the Mexican culture influence your upbringing?
As I said before in the past few questions, I think it's more of like pride driven, and I think that's one of those things that I'm kind of proud of being primarily Mexican, even though I look, I guess to some people, white or Irish. um, but yeah, it's just always when I'm at my lowest point, I think in the back of my head, for some reason, it's literally one of the reasons why I pull myself back up is because of pride,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it could be, once again, really stupid driven, but at the end, I think long term, as usual, it's always for a better benefit. So, yeah.
And then being a redhead and the Mexican culture,
Yeah.
and I know you've been stereotyped in the past.
Yeah.
What way? I know it has affected you, but being in the Mexican culture, what do you think about the stereotyping of our own kind?
Well, from our own kind, yeah, I do believe when it comes to, well, from what I experienced, very hypocritical because uh, I don't know what it is with our Mexican culture that when they see a person like me, maybe rojo, like a redhead, they think automatically that I'm like fully white or Irish as usual, and then when I start speaking fluent Spanish, they get sometimes surprised, and yeah, I mean, it suck a bit? Yes. Did it truly affect me? No. I think it's kind of a wonderful thing thinking that our culture is so diverse, and that's why I believe there's a reason why we're called Mexicans. Because of that, we're so different. Like, we could be like very light skinned to like very dark skinned, and yes, Mexicans too, unfortunately, can be very against the darker skin as well, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, we're all just the same people, and it's just amazing to see how helpful and great of a culture we can be at the end.
And then it's one of the last questions. Being raised by a lot of strong female opinionated women around you, how do you? Because that's pretty much the Mexican culture. A lot of opinionated female.
Yes.
How did that affect you, or what do you think about that?
I think it is both great and somewhat of a bad thing. Me personally, but I think it's overall a great thing because, once again, it just gives me more of a pride thing for my family. Like, I'm proud of my family for what it's overcome, for what we've just been through in general, how we usually just pretty much clap back to any situation. I mean, yeah, it's just for me, it's amazing how strong a Mexican woman can be, especially if like the man of the house is not there, and they usually have to be the one to take care of their children. It's super, just amazing. It's almost like a superhero thing where it's like, wow, now the Mexican mom has like not only the role of the mother but the role of the father as well, and I don't think like the usual parent is competent in doing both. But from what I've seen from like the usual Mexican mom, I think they do a really good job overall from playing both roles. So yeah, really wish I could say the same thing for the father side. But they do have their qualities as well, just possibly not in that aspect.
Okay, and then is there anything that you want to say to the class about the Mexican culture or something that you would like them to learn about?
What's it called? The Mexican culture, once again, is always prideful. Just because a Mexican woman looks a very sexual way sometimes does not mean you have the right to, like get all touchy and whatnot. Because, let's just say I learned the hard way on that, and yeah, they have the right to slap you. So yeah, keep your hands to yourself. Yeah, they will slap you. All right then.
And then do not stereotype if they don't look Mexican because they will speak Spanish.
Yeah, because we can be different, exactly. So.
Okay, and you want to say something in Spanish?
Que se vio la raza, algo bien básico como así.
Okay, Thank you, Eric, for your kind words of wisdom, and thank you. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.